left. Make sure those hands are 45 degrees out in front of you. Just bounce with the music now. Good. Now you're going to give me 8 more of these and we're going to the classic bird. 2, 3, 4. That's going to double in speed. 6, 7, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Stay with me.
Good. We just saw some postures resembling classic bird something. This was part of a workout related DVD which has now found its way in different homes and is helping people, and the founder behind Bhangra Beats, the young man Jay Patel, is with us today. Welcome, Jay, to the ITV.
Thank you very much, Ashok. Pleasure to be here.
Is it exercise or dance?
Well, actually it's both, right? Because dance is a form of exercise if you really think about it. Especially Bhangra, pop Bhangra, and specifically is what I'm trying to teach here through Bhangra Beats, which is really a fusion of both the Western culture that I've been raised in here, kind of the hip-hop, pop music fusion with, our desi, traditional Bhangra type music and dance from India. And so it's really a fusion of both. When you put those two together, you get a very high energy, high impact, what they like to call now pop Bhangra, which is a modern form of it, which is very, essentially a great workout because of how fast and how high impact it is.
Let's talk a little bit about the place where you are helping people learn workout with Bhangra Beats in Washington.
Yeah.
I heard it's very prestigious.
Well, it's doing really well. I started off teaching classes through a dance school down in Washington, D.C., known as Dunya Dance School, and it just took off. It was an idea I had at school when I was, I really started dancing at University of Pennsylvania. Seemed like people were really interested in learning, so I thought, why not, once I'd graduated, try this in the mainstream professional market. And so the class really took off within the first few months, and so I decided, this is something I really want to do. And in fact, it was actually my students who asked me if there was a way for me to give them a DVD so that they didn't have to wait once a week to do this, but actually do it on a more consistent basis. So they really gave me that push, the motivation to do something like that. So I'm teaching classes through dance schools down there, and recently I was actually picked up by a major national gym known as Lifetime Fitness, and so I teach classes there regularly as well. And again, there my clientele is actually primarily non-South Asian. So it's really something that can appeal to a lot of different people.
So this is a good, so to say, interesting side of Jay, where he is taking something from India, and allow me to say, Jay, that something which you have not found familiar in your own home, because Bhangra and Gujaratis normally are not considered so close. So initially, what was it that sort of pulled you towards Bhangra?
Right. So like I said, and you mentioned, I didn't grow up doing Bhangra. In fact, I am Gujarati by background, so I grew up doing Garba, Rasa, typical Gujarati type of stuff. And it wasn't until I went to the University of Pennsylvania down in Philadelphia that I was really introduced to Bhangra. And at that time, this is around 2000, really early century, when it's really starting to pick up. You have competitions like Bhangra Blowout and whatnot. And it's really beginning to pick up. And so I kind of took interest in this. I knew I loved dancing, but I'd never really been taught. And there was really no venue for me to learn this type of stuff. And so me, a group of my friends got together, we put together a team, went and competed at Bhangra Blowout. Then we decided, this is something we really enjoy. Why don't we put together a team that does this more consistently? We put together a team that's now known as Penn Dhamaka, and that's taken off as well. So in my time at Penn, I spent a lot of time studying different types of dance, again, both Western dance as well as Indian. And I really took a passion to two specific types of dance, which was Bhangra, just because of the flexibility and the ability I had to kind of fuse it with another big passion which I enjoyed, which was hip-hop. And both of these dance forms really give you a level of improvisation, as I like to call it. Really, you can take the basics, but then really create something of your own. There's a lot of creativity you can put in yourself. And that's really what appealed to me about it. And that's something I always tell my students, I'm going to teach you the basics, but I really want you guys to take it and make it your own as well.
So Jay, essentially the kind of moves that we have in Bhangra, the beat, it kind of demands a lot of action on the part of the one who is performing it.
Right.
So primarily you are more into physical fitness or into dancing?
Well, I will say first and foremost, I'm always a dancer. I love dancing. As I said, I fell in love with it in my college days, and first and foremost, I'm a dancer. But a great side effect of being a dancer, and this is probably why most people say, how come dancers are always in great shape? Why are they always so fit? It's because dancing is a great form of exercise. And so, those are my two biggest passions, I would say, outside of working, is dancing and staying in shape. And so this was a great way for me to, I hate running on the treadmill. I can't do it. I know a lot of people don't like to just run or walk, but a lot of people love to dance. A lot of people enjoy the music. A lot of people don't feel like they can dance. And so that's kind of, again, where this DVD comes in. It's a way for you to not just enjoy the music, but actually let's get up and actually do some physical activity with it. And before you knew it, you're enjoying yourself. An hour goes by. You don't realize that you've been dancing this whole time, and in effect, you've been working out this whole time. And who knows how many calories you've burned this whole time as well, right?
And of course, when you look at Jay, you definitely feel that he has burned a lot of calories helping people learn Bhangra. Now, Bhangra Beats, formally, when it was founded?
Formally, it was founded, I would say mid to end of 2007. That's when I actually got the DVD out there, Bhangra Beats, got the website up, www.bhangrabeats.org. And actually started selling it through major retailers such as Amazon, Barnes & Noble. So all these major outlets that anyone can really get their hands on. So it was really, I would say, end of 2007 that was really officially out in the market.
And share with us the process of coming to the kind of steps and moves that you have selected. You have made a part of this DVD. I mean, when you imagine someone like me and some of our viewers who are not really into dancing, so there is somebody maybe in a room by himself or herself, and she or he is finding ways which are part of the dance movement, as well as since you are a student of how it's going to work in burning calories, so you're also saying that this dance move, that means you have something on your heart. Share with us some of those details.
Yeah, of course. Well, start off with the first part of your question, where these dance moves come from. As I said, I was also a student not too long ago, so a lot of these dance moves are actually from competitions where I've been, or from just learning from different, watching videos similar to what I've actually put together, just watching videos of different dances that are out there. So this is really mainstream Bhangra that's really up and happening right now. A lot of it's coming from the UK, keep in mind, because they've been around for now a long time, and a lot of the artists there are actually, on top of the billboards out there. That's starting to really fuse in here now. So again, it's a lot of stuff that I've studied and actually competed with or danced with on my own in my college days. Now, in terms of the workout part of it, this is the beauty of Bhangra. One thing that will immediately tell people that you're doing Bhangra is what? Moving your shoulders up and down, right? Now, if you do this just for 3 minutes, just going up and down, before you know it, your shoulders are going to be burning, really burning. You can just sit here and try it, and before you know it, you're burning. And this is the first thing I have my students do, and before I know it, they're already tired, right? So that's just one part of it. But because Bhangra is so flexible, and that's kind of what I do in the DVD as well, is show you the different basic movements. And in those basic movements, we really cover everything from the legs. Again, doing the different leg movements, your legs will be fully worked out. Shoulder movements, things like the bird, like I said, just being able to control your body and your muscles and being able to do these different angles and whatnot is really where the workout part of it comes. And really, at the end of the day, this DVD is really just 2 15-minute workouts. You do that, you're completely spent in 30 minutes.
So you are advising people to do this every day or once a week?
I would say do it every other day, because you do want one day to recover, as in, that's general consensus with working out is, really if you do something intense, give your body one day to really recover and then do it again. So generally I tell my students about 3 times, maximum 4 times a week. It's only 30 minutes every time you go by. It's literally 2 15-minute segments of actually working out, but trust me, you will feel it.